So, man, let me take you for a little spin, man. Show you what it feel like.
I gotta go make these drop-offs.
Man, you think you're the only one out here working, B? Gotta make drop-offs too, B. Come on, man, get in, man. I ain't taking no for an answer, man.
Come on. Get in. I'm not taking no for an answer. Welcome back to another episode of the 290 Moe podcast hosted by me, SaloHomnmie Moe. Thank you all for listening. Today we got Can I Just Run? My thoughts on the Shacarri Richardson situation. Now, anybody that knows me personally, or just if you're just a fan of the podcast, you know I have no problems with weed or anybody who uses weed. I'm an unofficial advocate for marijuana for the state of Illinois. So with that being said, I'm not here to judge nobody about what they do on their personal time. I'm not here to judge nobody about what they do. To judge nobody about what they do, you know what I'm saying, when they may be going through any type of trauma, you know what I'm saying, or any type of mishaps in their life. So this, if you thought this isn't what this podcast is about, you know what I'm saying. I'm not here to judge nobody about what they do, you know what I'm saying. So I first want to start off by congratulating Shacarri, you know what I'm saying, just for making it, just for getting to where she got to, you know what I'm saying, because one of the things I like to do, I like to highlight on my podcast is people that come from the type of places that we come from, you know what I'm saying, and they still doing something. So for her even to, you know what I'm saying, to thrash them people in the trials like she did and to still qualify to be in the Olympics, that's still an achievement in herself, and that's in itself, and that's still something that she deserves to be congratulated on. So that's why I want to start this podcast off with just saying that I'm not here to judge her, and I actually want to congratulate her for making it as far as she did make it, you know what I'm saying, as far as even qualifying for the Olympics. So, but I also think she's just cracking the surface of her potential, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into it more as we get into the podcast, you know what I'm saying? But she was on pace, you know what I'm saying? She just wasn't gonna be in the Olympics, you know what I'm saying, running. She was gonna go to the Olympics and she was gonna break records. She was gonna be a black brown woman with tattoos and who speaks broken English, and she was gonna be, you know what I'm saying, on the New York Times the next day breaking records. So anything that they could do to throw a roadblock in that happening, I feel like that should have been expected, you know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, no, Shacarri just can't run. Can't no black person in America just do anything, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we already got a target on our back, like that cliche, like, you know what I'm saying, America's for everybody, everything is equal, everybody gets treated the same. Like that's bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing, you know what I'm saying. Can she just run? No, she just can't run, because can't no black person, you just can't just do anything and be black, you know what I'm saying, because that's not the type of a place we live in, you know what I'm saying. That's a fantasy land. So with that being said, she tweeted out, and her tweet after the test came out, her tweet was, I'm human, you know what I'm saying, and I agree with her 100% with that, you know what I'm saying. She's just human. This is and as simple as her breaking it down, saying that she's human, it's simple as this too. If you want to play them people games, you got to play by their rules. If you want to play them people games, you got to play by them rules. And I used to be the same way, like as far as like when one of my favorite NFL players or one of my favorite basketball players would get their drop, they have a dirty drop, you know what I'm saying, for drugs or whatever. And I'd be like, you know what I'm saying, but it ain't hurting nobody, you know what I'm saying, it's just weed, you know what I'm saying, weed legal in this state, that state, you know what I'm saying. But all that shit really don't mean nothing, because it's like you got to compare it to your workplace. You know what I'm saying? And weed is legal in some states, but weed isn't legal on a federal level. You know what I'm saying? So it's still not, technically it's still illegal in a lot of places. But even with that being said, you got, even if it is, you know what I'm saying, legal where she lives, you know what I'm saying, you still got to think of it as like a job. You know what I'm saying? Weed can be legal. Weed can be legal in the state that you live in. We're gonna use our state for example. Weed is legal, but you can't go to work. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't go in the break room and roll up, and then go in the smoking area of your job and smoke. You know what I'm saying? But it's still legal. But what you do in your free time is what you do in your free time. But like I said, when you want to play them people games, unfortunately, you gotta play by their rules. If you want to run in the Olympics. And if being in the Olympics, if one of the qualifications is you have to drop clean, whatever you got to do to have a clean drop, just so you can participate in the Olympics, you know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. Like basketball players and football players talk about it openly when they know when the test is coming, you know what I'm saying? So they do whatever they got to do to pass the test, you know what I'm saying? And taking my notes, I did, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said I'm not here to bash her. I'm not here to bash no woman. I'm not here to bash no black man or woman. But it's like you have to know certain things, you know what I'm saying? And that also goes to, you know what I'm saying, who you choose to surround yourself with. Because I'm sure with the statures that she's in, I'm sure that she didn't walk on no block and buy no weed. I'm sure that she didn't walk in no dispensary and buy no weed. You know what I'm saying? That shit would have been front page news. So it's like whoever the people is that brought her the weed, whoever the people is that brought her the edibles or whatever it is, those are the people who failed her. Because once you reach a certain stature, you got to be careful of the people you surround yourself with, because those people can also, you know what I'm saying, take you down, and they have and they didn't have nothing to do with you getting there. You know what I'm saying? For example, you know what I'm saying, instead of somebody going to get her some weed, somebody should have been like, you know what I'm saying, I understand you going through a lot, but the Olympics this is only for a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? We only in Tokyo for a couple weeks. When we get back to LA, when we get back to Chicago, that's when we're going to do whatever we do. That's when we're going to celebrate, you know what I'm saying? But right now, this ain't the time for that. You know what I'm saying? You in the Olympics. This is the big leagues, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, and it's like, and then too, as I was taking these notes, I also thought about this scenario too, because there's no, you know what I'm saying, there's no technical way to say when and how long weed is gonna stay in your system. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's possible that she could have ingested the marijuana up to 4 weeks ago, and not knowing that she was gonna qualify to be in the Olympics, and now she in the Olympics, you know what I'm saying, and it's already dirty, you know what I'm saying, for whatever she done previously. And I feel like that also kind of go back to who you surround yourself with, because when you're on that type of stage, you got to do whatever you got to do, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that you Gucci. So because you got to think about it. You finna be a young black woman with tattoos, speaking broken English on one of the big stages of the world. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be on all the media platforms. You're going to be on all the newspapers. You don't think them people was going to do whatever they could do to stop that? If they could have found a tweet or a video or anything she did from 10 years ago and the weed thing wouldn't have happened, I guarantee you that stuff would have came out. Anything that they could have done to stop that young black woman from being on top of that stage, breaking them records with all them tattoos up in there, speaking broken English, talking about shout out to her mama and her grandma, whatever they could have did to stop that, that's what they was going to do. And the people around her should have, you know what I'm saying, or she should have surrounded herself around people that she can trust with, like, basically your life, with your lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, this is just a lesson for her to learn. Like I said, I feel like she's just cracking the surface, you know what I'm saying? And them people knew that. Them people knew she was finna go up in there with all them tattoos, speaking that broken English, breaking them records, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, they had to do whatever they was gonna do to stop it, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I hope she just learned from this experience, you know what I'm saying? And next time she's able to run the Olympics, she know better and she do better and she handle her business. And just, you know what I'm saying, I discussed this topic a couple times with a couple people, and they a lot of people bring up the Michael Phelps situation, and it's unfortunate to say, you know what I'm saying? And I know they say that shit on TV all day, how racism don't exist and racism is dead. That's bullshit, man. Racism is alive and is breathing well. You can't compare Shacarri Richardson to Michael Phelps on no level. You can't compare how America treats a white man to how America treats a black woman. You can't compare that at all. So to me, I feel like that argument is null and void. If Shacarri Richardson was a white woman, I guarantee you she wouldn't have been able to participate in at least one of them events. If Shacarri Richardson was a white woman with 0 tattoos, I guarantee you that she would have been able to participate in at least one Olympic event. Like, she was still able to run in the last event. She was able to run. She just wasn't chosen by the U.S. team to run. That's what I mean. It's a difference between being black and white. Like, you can't compare what Michael Phelps did, what Michael Phelps got away with. When Michael Phelps got caught smoking weed, Michael Phelps was already a decorated Olympian. He was already a decorated champion. Shacarri didn't have none of that yet. You have to get to that. You can't compare yourself to what this white man has. You're not going to get treated the same way a white man gets treated in America. They're not going to treat you the same as a black woman. It's sad, but it's true. It's 2021, but it's true. So with that being said, I just hope that she changes the people that she has around her. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, this situation causes some other strong black figures in the Olympic world or in the sports world and the world in general to put their arm around her and help her out, because you know the last thing that people want is for her to get back to the next Olympics and break some records. You know what I'm saying? They want her to have a weed problem now, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully this don't knock her off track. Hopefully she stays on track. I caught her interview a little bit on Good Morning America. I think she could have did a little bit less of the cliche everybody is human stuff and just you know what I'm saying, owned up to it a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, owned up, took responsibility and just let everybody know that she's gonna be bigger and better the next time around, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely what I hope for. I hope she learned her lesson. I hope if being in the Olympics, if being an Olympian is something that she really wants to do, I sincerely hope that she conquers that in every way. So with that being said, I think that's all I got for y'all today, man. Y'all be cool, man. Peace and love to all y'all families. Before I get up out of here, do me a favor, go on viably.com. They got all eco-friendly products from I'm talking about all eco-friendly products from phone cases to food to snacks. Everything eco-friendly, nothing made by plastic. Go on viably.com and tell them Mo sent you by using promo code BCVJ. All right, in a minute, gang.